failures. You know what would help? A cake pop. Here's $1 for your cake. $1 for both? Hey, people get a discount on damaged goods.
Okay, and welcome back, everybody, to a new show for A Dreamer's Paranormal Journal. Today we'll be discussing school, paranormal, and anything else you guys want to talk about.
Nope, never do it again.
And that was Arista being a pain in my ass. Okay, and here we go. So what paranormal stuff do you guys want to talk about today?
None.
Anything, guys? Death?
No.
Well, what do you want to talk about death? What stuff do you want to talk about?
Something like that, because I got the unicorn head there.
I just want to build this machine.
We'll build this machine in a few minutes.
Build what machine?
We got a new elliptical machine, and Arista's dying to open it up and start it out, and we're going to do this.
She's not dying. I'm the one dying.
How are you dying?
I got a unicorn headband. I've been wanting. I wanted a unicorn headband. Now I got this. And now I'm dying. But I'm dying of sleep. I'm sleeping while dying, so.
Yeah, so we're talking about paranormal and dying because of a freaking unicorn headband.
And birthday coming up.
And a birthday coming up.
And robotic competition
And
on
robotic
Saturday.
competition this Saturday. I don't think anyone needs to know that. No.
Robotic competition, the best.
No. Okay, so let's talk about ghost encounters for our first coming back to life broadcast-ish thingy. Whatever.
Why are you looking at me? Don't look at me like that. She's looking at me weird.
We'll talk about haunted dolls on our next segment, not today. Today we're just excited to be back, and we're doing this finally again. And it'll be with everybody and anybody who wants to participate. I don't care. Just do this thing. Alright. Ghostly encounters. There's one ghost that was said to have killed 10 men. Wonder what they did.
You guys made me mad.
I know. It's like the freaking, Bates Motel and stuff. Okay.
Made me mad.
So in Thailand, claimed in 2013 that a ghost was responsible for the death of 10 men. The men had all been perfectly healthy and then suddenly just died. A medium told the men that they were killed by a vengeful apparition known as the widow ghost, who was attracted to the homes with only one son. To get her to stay away, the medium advised hanging a red shirt outside the home. So I guess if you guys have one son out there, hang a red flag outside your door.
That's not gonna work.
I know. I was like, there must have been something. They must have been poisoned or something, but that's all it says.
It's not gonna work. It's like, hang a red shirt out there.
I think somebody just was like a freaking serial killer and killed all these poor guys. Okay. Okay, so what else are we going to talk about? Because that was kind of boring.
That was kind of funny, actually.
Well, that's kind of weird. There's one called Ghost in the Hole. Just imagine what that is. What?
Read that.
You want me to just close the door that way?
Her name's Regina.
Sorry, Regina.
No, just leave it alone.
So, Alcatraz.
You want to read it? Go ahead and read it. This is Ariel. She's going to read you this ghost story about the ghost in the hole. Just do it. No one's gonna judge you. I swear, no one's gonna judge you. Just read bits and pieces of it. It's just about.
So there was this ghost at Alcatraz, and they put this person into a hole. So the cells in the hole were lit with one dual bulb and contained with no furniture. Prisoners who lived there mostly on bread and water with full meal only every 3 days. The maximum amount of the time a person can remain in the hole was 19 days. God, these people at Alcatraz are mean. One immigrant was locked in the hole and began to scream that he was not alone, in the company of a beast with glowing eyes. His cries were ignored and eventually stopped. In the morning, they found that he had been strangled with some amuse of a guard. A guard did it to put an end to the screaming. Others believe that the immigrant was killed by a ghost roaming the haunted jail. Some guards said that they saw the recent deceased immigrant appear for a root court, only to vanish moments later. La 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 la. I messed up. La 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 la. Don't give her scissors. Don't give her scissors.
She wants to open it. Let her open the box.
Yeah, okay. So this was about Alcatraz, which means people at Alcatraz are very mean, and we still know this to this day. So,
Alcatraz is haunted. We all know that. Everyone knows that Alcatraz is haunted. Oh,
yeah. Bell Witch, I
deal.
already know about this.
Okay.
I know a lot about this.
The Bell Witch?
Yes,
Bell Witch.
John Bell.
What do you know about this?
It was a witch who.
Bro, this is like a story at like school.
Yeah,
It was like a witch, and this witch had a big
Well then,
head.
bro, tell me what it's about.
Yeah, okay, so.
Tell me what it's about. Let's do this, bro.
So it was.
There's a Bell Witch. The Bell Witch.
It was a witch that haunted the Bell family and apparently killed.
But they said that he was sick.
Oh no. Well, Isabel claimed to see a dog with a head of a rabbit,
And the
the Bell kids claim that some spirits was pulled under their bed. Well, they were pulling their bedding away at night while rats chewed at the beds themselves. The family claimed to hear a woman's voice singing and reciting sermons and hymns.
Yep.
Even General Andrew Jackson visited the house only to encounter some kind of spirit that temporarily stalled his horses. The ghost tormented Bell's youngest daughter until she broke off her engagement with a man the ghost did not fancy. The ghost was ultimately blamed for the Bell's declining health and subsequent death via a poison that was discovered in the home's cabinet.
Yeah, this one's the one.
Nowadays, people like to blame the Bell Witch, the name reportedly given to the entity by Jackson himself, for various paranormal phenomenon in areas such as unexplained voices and lights. So what? So when you guys do things unexplained, don't tell me I should call you the Bell Witch.
How dare you?
Mommy.
I don't know this
Hey,
one.
but mommy. But she said that she kept on torturing the girl until she broke off the engagement with that man. Which means she didn't like the man because she probably knew what the man did. So she's
Well,
like,
why do we even have to know? What if he didn't
Can
do
you-
anything? What if the ghost was just being a jerk?
Can Arrow read it? And you...
We'll bring it over here.
Come on. This is the
Hammersmith ghost murder.
Hammersmith?
Go for it.
I know.
It's in the 1800s.
And
A number of people in Hammersmith a neighborhood in London, claimed that a vicious ghost had attacked them. The ghost was widely believed to be a restless spirit of a person that had killed themselves prior to the alleged attacks. The resident.
Noise in the background.
Yeah, I know, you're the noise in the background. Don't worry, there's no ghost, it's just Arista. She's not a ghost.
The resident
Arista.
No, I wish I was.
No, you don't.
I got that one.
I love you, man. I don't want to see a ghost. I love you. I love you.
One night,
Well,
Francis
sometimes
turned
everyone goes
29
Okay, here, keep
to show
going.
that he saw a spirit, a ghostly figure in white. He shot the ghost and killed it. However, it turned out to be a plastered man named Thomas Millward. Oh, shit.
No cussing, guys.
I said shoot.
Well, you heard what your teacher said about friend.
A witness terrified in the Simpson trial that she had warned Millward and all the white plaster dresses could be mistaken for a ghost. Smith was ultimately convinced that you can read the rest. I don't want to.
Where were you at? Smith was ultimately convicted of mass manslaughter and sentenced to a year of hard labor. Later, an old man admitted that he had been donning a white sheet and pretending to be a ghost to scare his apprentice, who had been tormenting his grandchildren with scary ghost stories.
That was not true.
The John Bell one's true, actually. Man was having to file a man who stabbed himself in a famous murder house. Well, that's tough.
Robert Larson, 37, was staying at the Villa Axe Mortar House in November of 2014, conducting a paranormal investigation. During his visit, he stabbed himself in the chest at about 1 a.m. Though Larson survived, it is unclear why he unharmed himself. Well, I see why he harmed himself. Okay. Yet the home's early history is even stranger. In June of 1912, someone killed the couple that lived there, their 4 children, and their 2 children who were staying the night, all with an axe. The murder was never solved. The house can be rented for the night, and many visitors have claimed to have seen ghostly encounters through Larson's self-injury was the first of its kind. Larson declined to comment on his actions after recovery. Well,
That's in Scotland. That's in Scotland.
no, that's in Sweden. Not one in Sweden.
Oh, but it looks like it's in Scotland because of Merida stuff.
Do you want to read this between them?
Me?
You want to do this one? Do that one.
2 ghost hunters died in a murder.
Suicide.
Let's watch the video.
You want to watch the video? See what it says?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if they'll be able to hear it. Let's see. Oh, this is for the axe murder.
Wait, Mommy.
This was actually Catherine's bedroom, and this is where they stayed the night. This is where the neighbors slept.
Oh, this is just the investigation. It's nothing awesome. It's just the investigation.
Okay. Well,
We should do ghost things.
we do ghost
We should do ghost thingies, Rooster.
We do ghost things. Oh.
The Curse of the Pharaohs. Let's do that one.
Oh,
Yeah, that is true, actually.
Read it.
Yeah.
that's easier than I thought.
Perhaps one of the most famous curses in history. Many believed in the curse of the Pharaoh. or that anyone who disturbs the tomb of a pharaoh will be cursed. The most famous of these cases is that of King Tut. In 1922, a group of archaeologists opened the tomb of King Tut in Egypt. In 1923, Lord Caroline, who helped pay for the excavation, died after being bitten by a mosquito. He cut the bite while shaving over the wound, and it became infected, ultimately killing him. While speculation of the curse ran rampant and was even prematurely by Sherlock Holmes, creator of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, most people involved with the digging ended up living ordinary lives sans curse.